Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Here's your fourth stimulus check update and news report. I'll be sharing how the Earned Income Tax Credit will help millions of Americans financially, and how soon we could expect to see another stimulus payment from the government. Thank you so much for being here everybody, I appreciate everyone's amazing support. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends and family. On this channel, I will always provide you with the most up-to-date and reliable stimulus check news. I want to see every member of my community receive another stimulus payment. And guys, our politicians must step up to the plate and help out the American people. And if any of you agree with me, then let's get this video to 1,000 likes. Right now, President Joe Biden is seeking Republican cooperation for an infrastructure package. However, some Democratic lawmakers say the president should be prepared to go at it alone if a deal doesn't materialize quickly. The White House wants to see counteroffers to President Biden's $2.25 trillion infrastructure plan by the middle of this month. Some moderate Democrats insist on cutting a deal, and other lawmakers worry that it will be a dead end that would burn valuable time. What do you think about this, everybody? Should Democrats even bother trying to gain Republican support? Or should they just pass the plan through the budget reconciliation process on their own? Leave your thoughts on this, everybody, in the comments. So far, Republicans have proposed a slimmer $568 billion package, and some GOP lawmakers say they wonder whether the White House is willing to limit a bill to narrow measures like roads and bridges, while cutting out pieces they oppose like elder care subsidies. Aides from members of Congress on both sides of the aisle also say they fear that the other side may not be negotiating in good faith. But the good news is this: if Democrats unify behind a proposal, they can use a budget process to pass legislation through the Senate without Republican support, just like they did with the $1.9 trillion stimulus relief package. Biden spoke Thursday by phone with Republican Senator Shelley Capito. The senator said it was a constructive discussion, and Biden described it as a good conversation and invited her to the White House. Everybody, on May 12th, Biden will meet with the top Republican and Democratic leaders from the House and Senate. We can expect to see a lot of negotiating very soon. And now, the Earned Income Tax Credit is a refundable tax credit aimed at low and moderate income workers. The Earned Income Tax Credit reduces the amount of taxpayers owe, can even be calculated or collected as a refund. The maximum credit that taxpayers without children can claim will increase in 2021 from $538 to just over $1,500. But folks, what are the eligibility requirements for a childless worker? Well, the basic requirements to claim the Earned Income Tax Credit on a 2020 tax return is that you and your spouse, if filing jointly, must have a valid Social Security number, be you a citizen, and you must also show proof of earned income. According to the IRS, here's what the expanded credit means. The credit for qualifying children is fully refundable, which means that taxpayers can benefit from the credit even if they don't have earned income or don't owe any income taxes. The credit will also include children who turn age 17 in 2021. Everybody before the American Rescue Plan. The child tax credit amount was up to $2,000 per qualifying child under the age of 17. So this relief provision will really help millions of families that are struggling because of the crisis. That is the end of the video, everybody, and if any of you found this video useful and helpful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications. Have a great day, folks. I appreciate everyone's amazing support on a bipartisan 89-2 vote, and the bill was supported by both Democrats and Republicans in the Senate. The only two senators to vote against the bill were Republican Senators Mike Lee and Ted Cruz. Multiple senators said the Drinking Water and Wastewater Infrastructure Act would foster economic growth, build climate-resilient infrastructure, and help ensure that all Americans have access to clean, safe water. The bill would allocate billions of dollars to upgrade drinking water and wastewater infrastructure projects across the United States. This is awesome news, everybody, for the millions of Americans that do not have consistent access to clean drinking water. Republican Senator Shelley Moore told NBC, passing this bill in a bipartisan way, like we did today, shows the American people that their elected officials in Congress can work collaboratively together on infrastructure. So yeah, guys, the passing of this bill does mean that Democrats and Republicans could work together and pass a fourth stimulus bill with a fourth stimulus check and a $200 increase in your Social Security benefits. But everybody, there's still a lot of work that must be done. This past Sunday, several Republican lawmakers made it clear that they were not satisfied with President Biden's proposed $2.3 trillion infrastructure bill, as members of the Biden administration advocated for the measure as a necessary investment. Multiple GOP lawmakers remain skeptical of the infrastructure's bill provisions. Now guys, Republican Senator Bill Cassidy criticized the proposed bill as being spread too widely across the country to be effective. Bill Cassidy is a GOP lawmaker currently leading efforts to reach a compromise with Democrats. The senator said, if you want to fix roads and bridges, come where Republicans already are. If you're talking about spending hundreds of billions of dollars on public sector unions, we're far apart.
We have to make sure that our transition to electric is better for workers, it creates dignified jobs, and that people are better off with a decarbonized electric economy than they are with a fossil fuel economy. And so the EV Freedom Act hits those points, and it makes sure that those investments and people getting those jobs are the people who need them the most, and in communities that have been disproportionately impacted, not just by the climate crisis, but our overlapping crises of environmental injustice and economic injustice as well. So I'm so thrilled to be reintroducing this with you. I remember 2 years ago, Andy, when we were reintroducing this bill, people were saying, this is impossible, it's pie in the sky. No serious Democrat is ever going to agree to building hundreds of thousands of EVs in less than in less than 10 years, let alone 5 years. And lo and behold, we have, during that joint session, we heard about really building EV infrastructure across the United States in exactly that aggressive way that we were told was impossible just 2 years ago. And so I think it speaks to the amount of work that you have done, Congressman Levin, and the coalition building that you have created from the heart of from the heart of Motor City and the heart of just our union movement here in the United States. And so not only is this going to be good for workers, but we want to make sure that this transition.
And we had, I don't remember the number anymore, but we'd get to the cashier and then you'd give your co-op number.
That's right.
And so you are bringing back fond memories for me. My question for you is that in the American Jobs Plan, a very big emphasis is on infrastructure, which ranges from everything that people need to get where they need to go. One of them is about public transportation. So my question to you is, in addition to addressing the food desert issue, how is an investment in public transportation connected with what your mission is to make sure that all people have access to nutritional, fresh food?
Right. So improving public transportation has a tremendous impact, especially in some of the communities we serve, where, we don't want people to be investing up, a third of their paycheck or massive expenses in repairs, in cars, in gas. Providing better public transportation makes it easier to get groceries, makes it easier to get to the store and back. And it's one of the key reasons